What up, fight fans? Main man, made man here, back at you with another video. Y'all know how we get down. We talking boxing. Sitting here observing this Chris Algieri versus Amir Khan upcoming fight scheduled for this May. Just trying to sit here and wrap my head around this thing and trying to figure out what is the true meaning of this particular fight. I mean, this evidently does benefit Chris Algieri more than it does, I think, in Amir Khan's case. We all know that Amir Khan is on groupie status right now and trying as desperately as he can to get a fight with either Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather, or possibly somebody like a Miguel Cotto, someone with a big, huge name. But mainly those two fighters in Pacquiao and Mayweather who Amir Khan really wants. Now, the thing is that in order for him, it seems as if these last few years, I've done several videos on this topic, Amir Khan has been trying to get this fight with Mayweather, trying to maneuver, make his next move his best move, carefully planning his next opponents and trying to stay away from losing and staying away from getting damaged too much, to try to propose himself to get a fight with make himself look good in front of fans and, trying to get a fight with Mayweather Pacquiao. But the thing is that I think Amir Khan is not getting is that Amir Khan is going to need bigger names at the welterweight division if he is going to try to get a fight with Manny Pacquiao or either Floyd Mayweather. Back at the 140 division where he fought his biggest names, he did not run that division, ladies and gentlemen. He did not rule that division. He lost to a lot of fighters at 140. So, I'm going to say a lot of fighters, but he lost to a couple fighters at 140. Now, at 147, his resume is not the greatest. He did not fight the top talent at 147 yet. Some say he still has things to prove. I think Devin Alexander, definitely his last opponent, was a definite worthy opponent to mention. Before that, he fought Luis Collazo, and before that, he fought Julio Diaz. Before that, we had Carlos Molina. So, and the Carlos Molina, no, that was still at 140. So, he fought Julio Diaz, Luis Collazo, and Devin Alexander since he's been in welterweight. And now he's going to look to fight Chris Algieri, who's normally a 140 fighter. He's fighting him at 147. Now, I don't really have a big issue but the weight because Chris Algieri came in overweight on his last fight against Manny Pacquiao, which the fight took place at a catch weight. And with Chris Algieri, whom is a nutritionist from what we know, still came in overweight for that fight by like a pound or something on the scales. But the fact still remains is that Chris Algieri is still a 140 fighter. So the question is, why the hell isn't Amir Khan fighting someone, say, from 147? A bigger name at 147. He beat Devin Alexander a little too late because he could have beat Devin Alexander for the title, say, a couple years ago. But he beat Devin Alexander. You got to move on from there, man. Thurman is still there. I don't understand this thing between Thurman and Khan. Ever since they won that broadcast together in which they were on the same panel, and they were, when you seen them in interviews, they were talking all this trash towards each other like they may have wanted a fight. Then when you seen them together, they were just like two peas in a fucking pod. I don't know if Al Heyman told them to calm that shit down or what the hell going on, but ever since then, Khan and Thurman, yeah, they've mentioned, like I said before, little tidbits here and there, but they don't seem like they're really focusing on trying to really make a fight with each other. But that would have been a credible fight for, say, Amir Khan at 147 if you want a good pathway to, say, Mayweather or Pacquiao. Chris Algieri is not the answer. Now, he's fighting Chris Algieri, ladies and gentlemen, in New York, where Chris Algieri, that's his home state, and he's very popular in New York, but I don't know what this does for Khan, for the big boxing public, especially amongst the UK fans, whom are clamoring for a fight between Amir Khan and Kell Brook. Kell Brook offered up Amir Khan for a fight in, say, June, in which the promoter, Eddie Hearn, even volunteered to go ahead and start and reserve Wembley Stadium for the fight. Amir Khan turned down that fight to go on to pivot to Chris Algieri. Now, I've said in previous videos that evidently it's seeming like Amir Khan, for some crazy reason, and he's really gambling with it, is keeping the Kell Brook fight in his back pocket. I mean, maybe he's counting on that if he does not get that 50th fight, say, with Mayweather, because he's not going to be able to fight Mayweather in September, which Mayweather, if he does defeat Pacquiao, he'll be looking to fight again in September for that 49th fight, a fight in which Amir Khan cannot fight. So he'll be looking to get the 50th fight, which will possibly, if Floyd comes back for that 50th fight, to break the Marciano record. That will take place next May of next year. Now, that'll be the only chance that Amir Khan would have. So he is really fucking gambling here, man. I mean, really fucking gambling. Maybe he'll settle for a fight with, say, Pacquiao, because Pacquiao doesn't, specifically say he'll fight in like a May or September, so maybe that fight will be. But I just don't see Freddie Roach honestly making that fight, in my opinion. But we'll see, you know what I mean? But I just don't think the Algieri route gets him any closer to either one of those fights. And I just don't see it either way. Now, I ain't shitting on Chris Algieri by any means. I still consider Chris Algieri a B-level fighter, maybe B-. I don't know. Depends on which lenses you're looking at it through. But I still consider Chris Algieri, say, like a B-level fighter. Now, I don't understand this from Chris Algieri's standpoint because this is his roughly about third chance at a high-level fighter. We've seen him go from Provetnikov to Manny Pacquiao, getting knocked down 6 times, and now he's getting a fight with Amir Khan. Now, evidently, people are starting to view Chris Algieri as a weaker-tier fighter, and he's easily to be beat because he doesn't pack much power, Chris Algieri's record is 20 wins, 1 loss with 8 KOs, so power-wise, he's not much of a threat. We see he caused no damage whatsoever to Manny Pacquiao, and he didn't knock down Ruslan Provetnikov at all. He suffered 2 knockdowns himself, so Algieri's power is very questionable, but he does show semi-good boxing skill. He does show good movement and tries to work behind a jab, which I still think can use a bit more stiffness to it, but I don't know. This is still a good boxer, but he's, Amir Khan's biggest Achilles heel at this point has been he has a loose chin, and he has a pretty much easy chin to pretty much sit him down on. And Chris Algieri doesn't pose much threat, I guess, to that chin. So it would take Chris Algieri to possibly try to outbox Amir Khan. And given that Amir Khan is an A-level fighter, he is an elite fighter, it's going to be a tough thing. And Amir Khan is looking very solid at 147. That's another thing. Amir Khan has been adjusted now. We said 3 fights into 147. Chris Algieri has never fought in boxing wise, maybe as a kickboxer, where I think he went up as high as like 154. But as far as boxing wise, he's never fought at the 147 division. So we'll see. His power didn't even look that solid in a 144 catchweight fight. So we think he's going to look good at 147. All I'm saying is, man, Amir Khan, I just don't see if this is going to get. This is not going to get you closer to Mayweather. This is not going to get you closer to Pacquiao. Well, maybe Pacquiao, and I don't know, because I know Chris Algieri works extensively with Top Rank, and we know Pacquiao's a Top Rank fighter. Who knows what Bob Arum has up his sleeve? But I just don't see this fight, though, as a fight. He still has to earn more stripes, I think, at 147 to get that pinnacle. I still vouch for, say, a Keith Thurman fight. Now, Keith Thurman is a world champion at the welterweight division. Amir Khan isn't. You know what I mean? It's just, people, if you want to be fair about this, you would rather see Keith Thurman get the fight with Mayweather Pacquiao over an Amir Khan. He doesn't have the accomplishments at welterweight nor the credentials at welterweight, man. Get in there with someone else before you get in there with the pinnacles, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. But he has to step up in competition. I just think this is a bad opponent to pick in order to try to get to that big stage. It's a beatable opponent, sure. It's an opponent he can look good against, sure. Maybe even build up a little bit more popularity. People can know his name a lot more here in the States, but just don't understand. And then you turn down Kell Brook, a fight that fans are clamoring for, will pay good money to see. You turn that down to pivot to this fight. So, every fight that goes past that he doesn't fight Brook, ladies and gentlemen, it actually is very detrimental to Amir Khan. And we know Kell Brook, he's looking to come up a fight real soon. I don't know. They announced an opponent. I got to go back and research it again, but no one impressive. But I don't know what these two fighters are doing, man. They need to fight each other. Let the fans see this thing, man. Put the title on the line. Let it happen. I understand that high risk, low reward. No, this is a high reward fight as well. Either fighter who wins a Kell Brook versus Amir Khan fight is almost on a certain path to get a fight with either a Pacquiao or either a Mayweather. The chances are 20 to 30 times better. You know what I mean? So, don't understand the meaning of this fight. Oh, also from Chris Algieri's point of view, like I said earlier, he's first in line for Terence Crawford's WBO title. He's first in line for a shot. He's ranked first by the WBO at super lightweight at the 140-pound division. So why is he even forfeiting that? I would rather I understand, he may not still have just as much as a shot against Terence Crawford or whatever, but still, I would have took that opportunity over this Amir Khan. I understand it's a big name, and like I said, it's very good if Algieri can win this fight, but I'm shocked that he's not going back for his WBO title that he had to give up in order to take the fight with Pacquiao. So, and Terence Crawford holds that title, and he is ranked first by the WBO at this present time, with Lucas Matisse being ranked second. Now, there's been more heavy talk of a Matisse-Crawford matchup, given that Matisse is coming off that big win. I I don't know, man. I don't know why does Chris Algieri chase a 147 fighter, which he has not the power to beat. So I don't know. But I just think bad opponent choice, bad choice for an Amir Khan. Doesn't get him close to the big fights. Doesn't get him closer to the pinnacle. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But that's just my opinion on this fight. To the next video, it's your main man, Made Man. I will stick a little closer to this fight and keep my eye on it as time goes on. So, to the next video, main man, Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget I'm on Twitter at MadeMan511. Peace out.